They say there's a pot of gold at the end of every rainbow, but what about at the end of a road like this? We're rolling into our third and final week on the Carretera Austral, and somehow the views just keep on getting better. Each turn feels more remote, more rewarding. Via O'Higgins is waiting ahead, and there's plenty of gravel left to cover, so buckle up and let's roam. Some roads don't simply exist on a map. They live in your mind, calling to you in your sleep, filling your thoughts at work. The Pan American Highway, a road spanning the length of North and South America, a 30,000-kilometer road trip through more than 15 countries, is that road for us. Life to us is nothing more than a collection of moments, and we want to fill our moments with adventure. So for 18 months, we'll be driving south from Tuctayacta, Canada, all the way to Ushuaia, Argentina. From the Arctic to the Andes, through deserts, jungles, and the unknown, we'll live and wander in our self-built adventure mobile, seeking stories, chasing landscapes, and redefining what it means to us to be modern-day explorers. This is our journey. It's our final week on the Carretera Austral. We're going all the way to the end. What's in store are the best views yet to come. So get ready for it.
It's really cool. It's really cool. Woo! Love you. Love you. Cold plunge. Balls. My balls. Okay, I'm gonna go get dried off.
Welcome back to the Carretera Austral, everybody. This is the start of week number 3. And we're going to be making it all the way down to Via O'Higgins this week, and then back up and into Argentina. We have, as you guys saw, a pretty good start. And today we're going to go check out a big old glacier.
Yeah.
It's going to be sweet. All right, let's motor.
We've really found that the Carretera Austral has a lot to look up at. Towering, snow-capped peaks abound in this region of Chile, but there are some things here that are really best appreciated from the sky while looking down. From Lago General Carrera, these Gatorade-colored waters flow from Lago Bertrand into Rio Baker, Chile's largest river by volume. For about 30 kilometers before the confluence of Rio Baker and Rio Nef, travelers can enjoy the ultra-clear and striking blue water to the west of the Carretera Austral. Although our vantage point from the air is spectacular, viewing it from the ground is just about as good. Just make sure not to drive off the road while looking gobsmacked at this beautiful natural spectacle. Shortly after passing by the town of Cochrane, we turned off the Carretera Austral and began to make our way towards Caliqueo Glacier. The mountain view across the Lago Esmeralda when we stopped for a longer look was a not-so-subtle indicator of just what was ahead. Although Leopold said, "To those who know it, the wilderness gives meaning and direction to human life." We're not the most adventurous, toughest, or hardcore outdoor enthusiasts, but we love and cherish a wild place, and driving into this mountain valley, it felt like a place that is at our very core, home. The wild, open, and vast places will always be our guiding compass. To be amongst the mountains and wilderness is what gives us fulfillment, and we will always turn in their direction.
Good spot.
Yeah.
Very, very good spot. It was a good hunt today. All right, so stellar view outside.
Stellar.
Stellar, and then stellar meal inside.
We've got pasta e fagoli. Fagoli? I don't know. I don't speak Italian. It's like a white bean pasta stew thing.
White bean pasta stew thing.
Yeah, tomato-y
Thank you for the app
pasta
description.
stew thing. And banana bread's on the stove.
Oh, yes.
She does it all.
She does it all.
So modest.
Look at that. Delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're drinking a Moscow Mule tonight.
Moscow Mule beer?
Yeah.
Weird.
glacier in a different light.
Shining.
Shining. Well, hello and good morning. Today, we're going up to the glacier. I said that already. Let's go.
Meg had read up a little bit about the hike ahead of us, and there was mention of a water crossing. But apparently both of us promptly forgot about it, and when we arrived at this river, we were both a little bit unprepared.
Oh yeah, it's totally not cold at all.
Nevertheless, with an adventurous spirit and a willingness to get a little bit wet, we both successfully made it across.
I dare say my pants are drying quite nicely.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Hi, Birdie.
As we walked, the forest closed in around us, its quiet settling like a held breath. Birdsong flickered through the trees, delicate and brief, while the low, distant thunder of a waterfall echoed from afar. Hints of autumn revealed themselves in small, deliberate ways, leaves beginning to turn, crispness in the air. Signals that soon these slopes will burn with seasonal color. In a place like this, there is no urgency, only stillness and a calm that feels both deep and utterly complete.
Just a touch narrow on the old edge of the cliff. I'm not scared. You're scared.
Look at this forest. This is like, I don't really know why it's surprising, but it's so pretty. My goodness, and all the lichen everywhere. It's just spectacular.
Then we made it to the viewpoint, and what a view it was. The Calakeo Glacier is a valley glacier and forms part of the Andean Patagonian ice system and drains towards Rio Baker. Like many glaciers in Patagonia, Calakeo has been retreating in recent decades, attributed largely to rising temperatures and changing precipitation patterns. It's hard to believe something so big was once so much bigger. But as we've seen as we've traveled from the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere, glaciers all over are shrinking at an alarming rate. It's impossible to say how long Calakeo has left, but it won't be here forever. So witnessing in person this giant sheet of ice is a true privilege.
What do you think of these glaciers, love?
10 out of 10.
10, I think 11 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
Oh, snap. That's huge.
This is the best.
Huge rating. I think they look pretty spectacular indeed. Phew. Good lunch spot.
While sleeping on our third night spent at the glacier, snow fell on the mountaintops, leaving the peaks with beautiful white hats, lending to their already incredible contrasting forms.
Well, we stayed here yesterday thinking that it was going to dump rain. Turns out it was sunny all day and that we could have been moving around and seeing things. But you can't always predict 100% the weather. We got hammered with rain last night, and it's probably going to be overcast further down, but we are going to head back to the Carretera Austral and continue south. There's a little town called Tortel that we're going to explore for a minute, and then beyond there it's pretty much just via O'Higgins. I think we're going to do that over the next 2 days, and then once we get to via O'Higgins, we're going to turn around back north and head all the way back up to Paso Robayos. We're not entirely sure if we can actually cross at Paso Robayos because you require certain paperwork that you have to do online, and Meg has been trying for the last 2 days to get this paperwork, but it keeps on giving her errors. So it's a little bit up in the air right now. We may have to cross at Chile Chico, but we'll see. Okay, well, let's head back to the Carretera Austral and get going south again.
From the Calacao Glacier, we'd be making our way further south towards Puerto Yungay, where we'd board a ferry that would take us across one of the many fjords in Patagonia in Chile. This becomes a bit of a choke point during the high season, and we were hoping to get here a little bit earlier, but only managed to arrive midday, which meant waiting for a while in a line to cross. Nevertheless, the drive to get there was, as always in this area, exceptionally beautiful.
There she goes. We missed the ferry. And we missed another ferry. Alright, that's the third ferry. Let's see if we can get on this one. I'm pretty sure we will. But there's 2 military trucks over there that we have to get on first. That right there is a big old military Unimog. With most vehicles that would back into us, I wouldn't really have a problem because of our bumper, but if this backs into us, there's going to be a problem, and it's going to be for Betty. What do you think?
It's not gonna back into us, silly.
But if he did? Carretera Austral.
Friends of ours who reached via O'Higgins before us arrived beneath heavy cloud and rain, the mountains swallowed whole by the weather. Our experience unfolded a lot differently. It's a quiet reminder that no two journeys into these places are ever the same, no matter how closely they follow one another. On our drive along the final stretch of the Austral, the clouds hung low and close, but never enough to steal the peaks from view. Snow-capped summits pierced the gray, sharpening the contrast between light and shadow, stone and sky. We truly lucked out, and being there, surrounded by it all, gratitude was the only thing that felt big enough for a place this beautiful. The road in was long, narrow, winding, and gravel, so our focus on driving had to be maintained as best as possible, which honestly, that's a big ask. There's just so much to see here. In a place like this, the best way to see it is from above, and let me tell you, I had a rather hard time keeping the drone down. It seems like with every corner we rounded, there was another magical view to survey. Delay in Patagonia will, I think, be etched into our memories for the rest of our lives. In many ways, it feels like we've driven full circle, returning to something familiar, yet this place stands entirely on its own, marked by different scents in the air, different moods, and a wild character all its own. As we leave, we carry more than images and miles behind us. We leave with a deeper understanding of what this landscape is and how it feels to move through it slowly. To know a place like Patagonia not just by name, but by lived experience is a rare and lasting gift.
Stop to land the drone. Look at these dogs.
Look at you guys.
Hi, dogs. Oh, they're so cute.
You guys. Are you the sweeties? Are you pumping? Oh, look at this one. Should we adopt it? Oh, are you gonna? Oh, get out of here.
We made it via Higgins, and the first thing we want to do is get pizza and beer. The food at the end of the road. Excited? Yeah, let's eat. This is a cute little town. Oh yeah, gas is expensive. All right, I'm gonna say it, and I'm speaking for myself here because I haven't actually discussed this with Meg. But lots of people
have asked us on this trip if there is one place on the Pan American Highway that you would actually live. It's here. Right here at the end of the Carretera Austral. This place is stunningly beautiful. Oh my goodness. I mean, we caught it at a perfect time. There's a beautiful sunset, fresh snow on the mountains. It's still, you know, the summer. Maybe it's a totally different place in the winter, but holy moly. Yeah, I could definitely live here. Yeah. Y'all gotta come to Via O'Higgins because it's beautiful. My gosh, it's so beautiful. Oh my, look at the mountain. Look at the mountain.
Those ones over there.
And look at those mountains over there. And look at this bridge. It's all just so gorgeous. So gorgeous. I'm not sure if I ever want to leave. This place is incredible.
Alex is just absolutely taken with Via O'Higgins.
Yep, future home, right here. We're moving in, baby. This is like the Fraser Valley, Stewart, British Columbia, Alaska, northern BC, pinch of Yukon, all in one place. It's unbelievable. Wowee! Well, it would appear that we're at the very finish of the Carretera Austral. It's a sign.
It's a sign. Kilometer
sign.
0.
Kilometer 0. We did it. Thumbs up. Well, that's that. We finished the Carretera Austral. Woohoo!
Yay!
That's one end of the road. Now we've got another to go chase. We're gonna have to drive all the way back up to at least Cochrane to get to Paso Robayos, but we're not sure if we can drive Paso Robayos. We might end up crossing at Chile Chico. So we're gonna camp around town tonight and then start our drive back up, and we'll stop off at Tortel quickly, and then finish out this week of travel in Argentina.
By around town, I meant, of course, well away from town. Over an hour, in fact. A while ago, I had learned about Paso Mayor. Although this mountain pass and border crossing is truly a 4x4 only track and is open only in the early spring due to high water levels and big water crossings, you can still drive up to the end of the road and camp in a place that is quite unlike Via O'Higgins. So, off in the direction of the Argentinian border we went in search of a neat place to camp for the night.
do you think?
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. But freezing.
Yeah.
It's freezing.
Temperatures have definitely taken a downturn. It's starting to feel very much like fall. The air is that beautiful crispness of like right before fall, mid-fall kind of deal. It's wonderful. I love it. Woo!
It's wet. Wanna go jump in? To the whirlpool?
We've had campsites that have been pretty cool, but I don't think we've ever been this close to a waterfall.
Yeah. Waterfalls.
What's for dinner tonight, love?
Beef stew.
Tell me about it.
I accidentally bought a big hunk of beef short rib at the supermarket unknowingly. And since we don't have an oven and short rib is typically braised, I had to make a stew and simmer it for a long time. It turned out pretty good. This is my first time making stew, beef stew.
Beef stew. Delicious. Alrighty, we're on our way out of here. We're heading back up the Carretera Austral, back to Cochrane. We managed to get the paperwork that we need to drive the Roamin Pass out of Chile and into Argentina. So let's go!
Although our time on the Carretera Austral was drawing to a close and we were turning back the way we came, the experience felt quietly novel. To travel the same road in reverse is to discover an entirely different story, one shaped by new light, new angles, and unfamiliar details. For nearly 2 years, we've been moving steadily south, along roads we assumed we'd never see again. Along the way, we've often talked about how travel only ever reveals part of the whole. that direction alone changes everything. So even as we retrace our tracks, we welcome this rare chance to see the landscape with fresh eyes, knowing that it's a unique opportunity to see the other half of the picture. As we made our way west from the Austral towards Carretera Austral, our new friends Chad and Corinne caught up to us to join us for an evening. We had a chance encounter with them at a cafe in Via O'Higgins, and as we were all heading back north at the same time, we planned to meet along the way to do a little bit more exploring together.
Do you want Alex to take a picture of you guys? He's a photographer.
So famous.
A lot of folks that we've met along the way have told us to go to the town of Tortel. It's a small coastal town in Chile's eSIM region, located at the mouth of the Baker River where it meets the Pacific. Founded in 1955 during a government-led colonization effort, Tortel is best known for its extensive system of wood walkways, over 7 kilometers of cypress planks that replace streets due to the steep terrain and heavy rainfall. The town has no road access into its center. Visitors arrive by boat or park outside town and enter on foot. Historically tied to cypress logging and river transport, Tortel today is a quiet settlement of a few hundred residents, shaped by isolation, tides, and the Patagonian climate. We thoroughly enjoyed our time walking through the small town and took immense pleasure in imagining ourselves living in a small place like this back in British Columbia. Coastal towns just have something about them that draws us both in, and whatever it is, Tortel has a lot of it. We woke the next morning beside Rio Baker in a perfect, flat, grassy area with exquisite views all around. We enjoyed coffee with our new friends and finished out the last of our conversations with them before we parted ways. Although our time with them was short, just like the small number of other travelers we've met, it was rich, full of laughter, and memorable. Good company amidst an incredible place tends to have that effect.
There it is.
Paso Robayos.
Paso Robayos and Parque Nacional Patagonia.
Oh, Paso Robayos, Argentina is 73 kilometers away. And I'm gonna put a sticker on the back side of this.
So as not to contribute to the problem.
Alright, slow roamers have been here.
Yeah.
Come and find us.
We have not seen these guys for quite a while. Monaco's. Hey dudes, how's it going? Look at all these guys.
Little cute baby. Aw.
Paso Robayos is a predominantly gravel road which leads into Argentina from just north of Cochrane. It's a great route to take for those who don't want to travel that much further north to Chile Chico after completing the Carretera Austral. The rough gravel road comes with some spectacular views, plenty of guanacos, and the border crossing at the end is, like so many in the Andes Mountains, in a totally mind-blowing setting. And with that, our time on the Carretera Austral comes to a close. The past 3 weeks on this southern ribbon of road through Chile have been nothing short of extraordinary, an experience we hope every road traveler gets to know at least once. This country holds an almost overwhelming depth of beauty, and it has met us with generosity at every turn. We're only stepping away briefly though, crossing into Argentinian Patagonia before returning once more to Chile to stand amongst the towers of Torres del Paine National Park. From there, it's just the final few hundred kilometers to the end of this long journey. One last stretch of road before our story on the Pan American Highway comes to a close. Thank you for being here along with us on this journey. We hope, in some way, we sparked your curiosity. Maybe you even learned something. At the very least, we hope we showed you a world worth exploring, worth protecting and valuing. Now, get out and go on that next big adventure. Make the memories that stick with you, shape you, and change you. Until the next one, keep on roaming. If you'd like to see behind the scenes content, get route and camp spot information, or if you'd just like to help support us by putting some gas in our tank each month, you can contribute on Patreon or through memberships on our YouTube channel. And oh hey there bud, before you go, don't forget to go on over to slowroamers.com to get yourself some rad Slow Roamers merch. Looks real good on ya, believe me. We've even got some new stickers and stuff in there for ya. For additional photos and commentary on our journey, you can follow along on Facebook and Instagram. Well, Carretera Austral, you're long, gravel, winding, beautiful. Oh, we just want to drive you again, but we can't. It's just how things go. Okay, bye.
There she blows.
There she is.
Well, Paso Robayos. Our friends Matt and Stacy came through here. Right beside him.
Yeah, they won't mind. Oh, be careful, old man.